What is up, guys? I was gonna do a quick tutorial on how to get your vocal effects to sound like Suicide Boys. It is not that hard. This video is gonna be pretty quick, just a brief on how to get to where you want it to be with your editing to be like Suicide Boys. So to start off, I do have a song already loaded. I have a beat that I took from YouTube that's a non-copyright sound. And then also I have my lyrics already added. This is just a song I was working on for SoundCloud. I don't get too many views, so I'm not worried about anyone saying anything about the beat. So to get started, Suicide Boys does use a lot of stereo effects. Scrim does a lot of deep rap, sort of like this. And then Ruby does a lot of high rap, like this. So as you can hear, it sounds really stereo oriented. You got a voice on your right, your left, and then your center. And to achieve this, you're just going to record 3 separate audio recordings of your voice. So here's my center, and then here's my 2 sides. So yeah, just go over your voice 3 times and record the same lyrics. And then what you're going to do is put this into one channel. I have it on channel 3 in the mixer, and it's not panned at all. And then this one I have panned left, channel 4 in the mixer, and then channel 4 in the mixer as well, but panned right. So that leaves us right here. So this can be edited sort of whatever way you want to get what you specifically have a knack for in your vocals. I've got this already where I wanted to. I already have a file saved, mixer track state file, Suicide Boys. So this is just where I like it for all of my songs, so I just keep it here. But to go through a list of what I have on here, I have Maximus opened, which is a free FL Studio plugin that you already have. And then I set that to de-esser split band, so it gets rid of the high S pitch sounds in my recordings. And then also I have reverb. It's pretty much default how it comes. I have it set at 30%, and then the limiter to whatever you want, how loud you want your vocals. And then parametric EQ, I have the bass reduced in my voice for these vocals just to give it more of a crisp sound. And if you have a bassy voice, you want to move this back in the hertz. So if you don't have a bassy voice, you want to move it back in the hertz. And then if you have a high bass voice, you want to move it further up. So for my voice, I usually leave it like right here. And then I have a compressor. This is what I have it at. This is another one that I saw in a tutorial on YouTube that I liked. And then sound goodizer, I just have it up just a tiny bit to give it more of a louder, more cleaner effect. And then auto pitch I use in my songs. I don't have it turned up all the way. I just have it halfway set on the E key for this key of the beat. And then also I put a fruity delay. And this is going to vary song to song for the BPM. So your timing on your delay is going to change per song pretty much if you have a different BPM per song. So this just chooses the interval that it echoes at on your delay. And then also I like to do a ping pong feedback on it. And what that does is if I said like hey, it's going to echo hey in the middle, then hey on the left, and then hey on the right every time it delays. So this gives it like a pinging effect in your headphones. So I think that gives it really a good surround sound effect on it. And I have that turned up to like 20%. So, and then also you could go right here on your EQ band for your mixer channel, and I turn the mids up on this song just because that's how I like it. It's more of a Freddie Dredd sort of type. If you wanted to sound like Freddie Dredd, you would bump the mids and then cut the highs just a little bit. And then so that's for my main vocal. That's my center vocal. On my right and left vocals, I have this turned down just a little bit so it's not over dominating in your side ears and you can actually hear what's being said in the lyrics. And yeah, this is pretty much the same all across here, except bless me. I bumped the mids just a little bit more, and then I cut the highs a little bit more. I just wanted to have it to have more of a distorted effect on these side vocals, since you're not hearing them as loud. They don't need to be as coherent as the center vocal, which is what you're going to be listening to for what the lyrics are saying. And then so that's for this part of the song. And then for the second half of the song, which is this part, and then this I have that on my fifth for my center vocal, my fifth mixer channel, which is this one, and then these two left, right are sent for my sixth mixer channel. So these are pretty much the same as my 4 and 5, which were these ones. So what I did on these ones, it's just a vary in vocals, what you want. But for the second half, I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I reduced the center vocal volume down, and then I kept the side vocals volume at the default, which is 100%. And I have a little bit of a different EQ here than these ones. So what I did was bump the mids on the center, and then I left these cut exactly like the fourth one, as you can see. And so what that's going to do is it's going to make the dominating sound in your headphones, this two side ones that are distorted a little bit. So it's going to sound a lot more like you're overdriving it or cutting the mic a little bit out. So and also I pitched these down to G just a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything's the same. All of this is personal preference too. Reverb is going to give your voice more of a steel iron, or like a steely effect in your voice, and also more echo on your delay as well. So main tips for this is just to do 3 audio recordings, 1 center, 1 left, 1 right, and then you can boost the sides on your left and right volume, and then decrease the center, or you can increase the center and decrease the left and right. And then delay, reverb, and then EQing it, taking out some of the bass in your voice so you can actually hear what's being said. And then also for the ad-libs, I wanted to go over really quick. They do a lot of incoherent ad-libs as well, particularly script, such as these. A lot of whispering, a lot of hushing, just a lot of eerie stuff. So yeah, I'll let you guys hear this full verse right here.
Give me the weed and then give me the check. Go to my neck, check on my neck. Got your bitch on my dick and I'm making no way. Fuck stress, I ain't blessed, blasted. Always stressed, never gonna come, I'm never gonna keep pressed. Now I'm fucking broke, now I'm fucking depressed. Soul by soul, now I'm feeling possessed.
So hopefully you guys are able to get your vocals to sound the way you want. Let me know if you want me to do tutorials on any other kind of artists, vocal mixing. And thank you for watching and taking your time. So